Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jaz Gulati again with another clinical tip for my patients. So a common question we get is, how long do I need to wear my retainers for? And quite simply, I will sit you in the chair and I'll say to you, for as long as you want your teeth to look good, for as long as you want a nice smile, you should wear your retainers. And the answer is basically, it's a terrible word to say, forever. When I say forever, it doesn't have to be forever. Let me give you some context first. 70% of the Invisalign I do nowadays is on people who have had teeth straightening before by braces or Invisalign or whatever, and then their teeth have relapsed. So relapse is a term given to when your teeth go crooked again, and it's such a massive problem. So we advocate nowadays retention is for life, because it's some of these teeth, especially if they've had rotations corrected or if they were tipped forward and your lip is constantly pushing on them, then the chance of your teeth deteriorating in terms of their positions is so high, and you just don't want to risk it. So if you've been through so much to have and spent some good money to get your teeth straightened, it's just so important to keep them straight, and the advice is retention is for life. And the way you do that is you may have a clear retainer placed, and you can wear that, for example, every night, and eventually after a few years you may taper down to maybe 3 or 4 nights a week. And the way to suss it out is that if you, for example, you give it 3 nights break before wearing your clear retainer again, and you find that, ooh, it feels a little bit tight, that means the interval was too long. So maybe you're better off every other night. Whereas I've got some patients who may wear your retainer one night and then take a 3 or 4 day break and then wear your retainer again, and they don't feel any tightness at all. So these patients can get away with it a bit more. The other thing to consider is to have a wire retainer, one of those, as you can see on the screen now, placed behind your teeth. And this is very good to prevent your teeth moving, and you just have to rely on your clear retainer at night a little bit less. So the downside of this is that on average, according to the literature, they last about 7 years on average. So there is a bit of upkeep involved, but to be honest with you, even with the clear retainers, you might grind through them or damage them or lose them. So there is an element of maintenance and upkeep with your retainers. But overall, the advice that I give to my patients, and I know lots of orthodontists and lots of good dentists give their patients as well, is that retention is for lifetime, especially if you've had the type of teeth movements that are high risk of relapsing. And your dentist should tell you which movements these are and if you are one of the high risk patients. So I hope you enjoyed this little quick opinion piece on how long you should wear your retainers, and the answer is a long time, please.